Now for those familiar with the channel, then you know this bag right here, which is the PGYTech OneMo version 2 backpack. This is the larger 35 liter. I normally carry around the 25 liter as my daily carry. And speaking of version 2s, they now have the version 2 of these bags, the OneGo Solo V2s. These are sling bags meant to also carry a lot of gear. If you go with the larger 10 liter bag, they also have a smaller 6 liter bag and more of a kind of over the shoulder cross-body, smaller 4 liter bag. Now for the most part, when I travel with a lot of my gear, I will normally throw it into my larger backpacks. But if you guys have seen recently, I've been downsizing a lot of my stuff, especially when I go out there to a lot of trade shows, including most recently when I went to CES, all I brought with me was the pocket, a little small tripod, and a couple other accessories, some mics and things like that. And after using this bag for the past couple weeks, I just want to go through with you guys and show you what they can carry, the sizes, and also some of the features of the bag. Now quickly on the outside, just talk about some of the common features. We have YKK zippers all the way around on all the bags. On all the YKK zippers, I do like that they added this pull tab on all of them. Makes it super easy and smooth to open and close your bags. When it comes down to the shoulder strap on all three, they do have the quick pull adjustment, which I really like. So once you have it across your chest, you want to tighten it up, they have the pull tab here, and then when you want to pull it and loosen it, just slide it back down. The larger of the two bags, the 10 liter as well as the 6 liter, they do have this nice thick foam shoulder pad. Where here on the 4 liter, we don't have the thick pad, but we do have a nice wide shoulder strap on the smaller bag. Now, if you're familiar with the OneMo bag, the exterior of the bag is also fully weather resistant. Same material that we have here, but except this one is more of a smooth material. Where here on the OneMo, it does have a little bit of texture to it. Now here at the very bottom of all three bags, which is really nice, even the smaller version has this, we have straps to hold anything down below, whether you want to throw a jacket, you want to throw a tripod, a monopod down here on the very bottom, you're able to do that with these hooks. Now as far as what they can hold, let's go ahead and start with the biggest and work our way down. What's nice here is that we have a full handle. This is perfect for luggages. So if you wanted to hook up your bag and slide it over your luggage kind of holder. On the very back is where I've been keeping my full-size iPad. So I have the iPad with the actual case on it too, which is really nice. So there's a sleeve here on the very back, a little opening that can hold up to a 14-inch. And once we go inside, the one thing I do like about these new bags is that they do have a wide opening. So when you want to get all of your gear, right now I have one camera here, which is my A7R with an 85-14, and this is the bag that you're going to want to carry around if you do have bigger gear. So for instance, I have my 70-200. A lot of bags, a lot of sling bags aren't tall enough to carry a 70-200, so I'm able to carry that in there. These are all removable dividers, so they're all Velcro removable dividers. So if you want to configure it a little bit differently, they have a ton of ways you can configure it, whether you want to put in 2 cameras, you want to put a camera here and a drone, a camera and 2 large lenses. So if you had the full trifecta, you're able to fit that in a bag this size. Now diving into some of the pockets that we have here on the very top, there's a little magnet pocket. Nice for you to carry loose items. So I'll throw sometimes my keys and stuff right up here on top. And then on the other side is where we have a bunch of zippers, as well as smaller compartments for things like your battery. So if you have a couple batteries in here, and they also are the ones, or the PGYTechs, the ones that really started this a very long time ago, they include a bunch of these little magnets. One side is red and one side is green. So if you have batteries that are full, you just leave them on the green side, just like that. And then once you deplete that battery, you swap them back out, flip it over. That way you just have a quick indicator knowing what is available. And besides being a little indicator for your bag, what's nice is that they do fit kind of like a quarter, where you're able to then tighten up your plates here at the very bottom. Would have been nice if PGYTech maybe added in a full-on little mini toolkit. That would be a nice touch, but at least we have this to tighten up little gear like that, like the plates on the bottom of your camera. And by being a bigger bag, we also have a little spot here for your Apple Pencil. And like I said, a bunch of zippered compartments here that also have little magnet clasps. The one thing I do like about this larger bag is that they also have these elastic pockets, which makes it easy for things like this, lens caps, any paperwork that needs to go in there, you're able to just securely push those in here. Now, being a 10-liter bag, this is the one where you're gonna wanna bring with you if you know you're gonna have a lot bigger of gear. For instance, this can hold something like this. My Mavic 3 Cine, so full-size Mavic 3 drone that sits upright, which is really nice. And again, I'm able to fit all those things in there, cameras and my remote control. So this bag is perfect if you don't want to bring a full-size 25 or 35-liter bag. Next, we'll talk about the 6-liter bag. Now, the way I have it configured right now is to hold the camera as well as one larger lens. I do have the 85 on there, then I also have the 51.2, but it is enough to hold something like this, as well as, again, your memory cards or another small accessory here on the side. So whenever I'm not carrying this type of camera, I'll normally carry something like my Pocket, also my mini drone, action cameras, all of that, especially with the batteries, fit really well in this size bag. All the pockets we have on the inside are very similar to the 10-liter. We have a bunch of pockets here for your batteries. We also have those magnets on the front. And finally, we have this one right here, the 4-liter bag. So if you want to have a lot of gear, but be as compact as possible, this thing still fits my full-size camera. This is the A7R with the 8514. So it just gives you an idea as far as space goes. Even though the bag feels and looks small, it actually can hold a ton of gear. I have this full-size camera in here, as well as something like this, the DJI Mic 2. Now, that was one configuration. Another one that I've been using it for is if you want to carry around your drone, you're able to do that just by removing those dividers, positioning things a little bit differently. Here, I'm able to carry something like my Mini 3 Pro. You have your remote control, as well as something like your DJI Pocket 3. So while this bag might look pretty small as far as what it can hold, it is a 4-liter sling bag, but it can hold a ton of gear, whether it's a full-size camera, or if you want to set it up to hold things like this, a small drone, microphones, your remote control, Pocket 3, you are able to fit all of that into this tiny little bag. And there it is, guys, the all-new bag lineup from PGYTech, the OneGo Solo V2. Basically like a small, medium, and large. We have the 4-liter, 6-liter, as well as a 10-liter. And of course, if you wanted to go bigger, they have the bigger 25 and 35-liter backpacks. The 4-liter comes in at $69. The 6-liter comes in at $99. And the 10-liter bag comes in at $139. And a huge thanks to PGYTech for offering my viewers a little bit lower of a price. If you guys use those links down below, PGYTech will be giving you a little bit of a discount on these bags. As always, if you guys got some value from this video, a big like would be much appreciated. This is Ultra Stacio with FlytPath.com. I'll see you guys out there possibly with a new OneGo Solo V2. Take care.